Hey everybody, I'm making this quick tutorial video for you guys to understand how you're going to be taking our Science and Social Studies Google Slides and putting them on Pear Deck and how you're going to be assigning them to your students. And that's going to be for every week for our Science and Social Studies 9-week little curriculum we have here. So here we go. I'm going to X out my video. You do not need to see my face for this. So what you're going to be doing first is you're going to be seeing this Google slide. Now, this Google slide is for the first week and the second week as well, actually. It's for scientific method. At the beginning of every Google slide that I am going to be giving you for the 9 weeks is this. Read this first, follow these steps. What I'm doing for you in this video is I'm showing you what each of these steps looks like so you know what to do. Because sometimes we read through things and you think, oh, I think I got it. And then you have no idea what the next screen looks like or anything else. So hopefully this video will help you. If you have any questions, please reach out to either me, Jane, or Kelly, and we're more than happy to help you. So the first thing that you have to do is you're going to be making a copy of this presentation because this is the original. Okay, you each need to have your own copy in your Google Drive. So from this screen, you're going to go to File, go down to Make a Copy, and you're going to make a copy of the entire presentation. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to rename this. Now, for me, I'm just renaming it to my homeroom, so I'm putting 4B and keeping the same title. And it's just going to automatically go into my drive. So I know that it's there. I just press OK. The next screen that pops up is my newly saved version of this presentation. So you want to X out of the original so you know that you're not working out of that one. And I see that right here, I'm working out of my 4B week 1 and 2 scientific method. Now, if I was Mrs. Adams, mine would actually say 4A. Or if I almost said Mr. Papich, but he's not in 4th grade anymore, so I'll go with Mr. Hathaway. His could say 4H or whatever you guys usually refer to yourselves as in your homeroom. You can go with that kind of title. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to actually log into Pear Deck. So you're going to keep the screen up, but you're going to add a tab, and you're going to go to Pear Deck. If you didn't already create a Pear Deck account, it's super easy. What you'll do is you'll do the teacher login, which you'll see on the next screen. Teacher login here might say sign up, and you're going to link it to your school Gmail account. Because what Pear Deck does is it accesses all of your Google Drive documents, especially the slides, because that's what it works off of. So for me, I'm just going to go into teacher login. And as you guys sign up, you're going to see that it asks you to allow a lot of things to happen. It's almost like you're signing over your little Google life to them, but believe me, it's worth it and it'll pay off. So as I sign in, you can see that I'm up here. So this is directly linked to only my account. From this main page, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for that document that I was just working out of. And if you're a first-time user, these may not pop up for you right away. These are just ones that I've done before, so you might have a little icon that says Open Drive. So that's what I'll be going into. Before I do that, I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to show you the rest of these directions. These are just going to be refreshers, but I'm going to do the next thing, which is present a file from Drive. Then I'm going to start the student paste. I'm going to show you that, copy the link and everything else. But you need to delete this first slide before you assign this because you do not want your students seeing this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this because I know what I'm doing. Now you can make a copy of this and save it, and I can even put it in the email that I'll send to you. But I'm going to delete that. So I have just my regular title page here for Scientific Method week 1 and 2. Going back into Pear Deck, and mine pops up right here, but just in case you don't have any of your Google Slides popping up, you can go into the Open Drive. And I can find here, it says 4B week 1 and 2. I'm going to select this and start student paste. You do not want to start the live lesson. That means that you would have to be synchronous with them, which is maybe a tool that you could use in another subject area. But for science and social studies, it will always be start student paste. As it's loading and taking forever, the nice things about Pear Deck is the questions that we have on there. The students have to answer. They can scroll through each slide. There's videos on there for them to watch. There are student response pages. So when this next screen pops up, it says, welcome to the teacher dashboard. It's just telling me that's just for me. Now, the thing with this is you can see all the student responses. I just talked about students answering questions on here. In the teacher presentation mode, you'll be able to see all their answers, just like Missy had showed us as well. So I got that. Here's the really important thing. Here's the really important thing. I'm going to say it again. On this screen, this is where I'm going to copy this link. So I'm going to press copy link because this link is what you're going to be putting on your Schoology page. You are not putting Google Slides on your Schoology. Pear Deck will not work if you put it on as a Google Slide on Schoology. You have to copy this link. So I went ahead and I copied it. I'm going to open up Schoology and I'm going to go into my science course. So courses, and I'm going to click in my homeroom science course. Now this is for week 1 and 2. I only just made this quick folder, but you're going to have to put folders in for each week. So I'm going to click into my folder under science. Now this is my individual Schoology. This isn't our group Schoology. This is just me. And I'm going to add a material. I'm going to add file, link, external tool. And since I copied that link, this is going to go in as a link. And here is where I'm going to paste my link for Pear Deck. And I'm going to title it Week 1 and 2 Scientific Method, Pear Deck. Add. When the students go in here and they go into your Science Schoology page, they're going to open up that week and they're going to see this resource here. This is what they'll click on and work out of for the whole week. So we actually do not need a folder in here for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We just need a weekly folder for science and social studies. When the students go in here, they'll click on the link and it will automatically take them to Pear Deck. Now I'm going to open this up into my bigger screen. And a really nice feature of Pear Deck is it always asks the kids how they're feeling today. And what I love about this is when they click whichever face they're feeling, I feel happy today. When they answer questions in the Pear Deck, their little face is going to be next to the response. So you may go in and read responses for your kids, and you may see that somebody has one of those red sad faces. So that can even kind of give you a clue of maybe I need to reach out to them and give them a side message or just email them or just kind of check in on them and make sure everything's okay. So this is exactly what the students will see. So scientific method week 1 and 2. And down at the bottom, I'm going to hide my tools. That was for my Screencastify. So this is their whole screen. They're going to click the next arrow. What do you wonder about the scientific method? And they're going to type their answer here. This is what Missy showed us. I wonder what it is. And again, they don't have to press enter. It just automatically goes in as an answer. So then they can click the next arrow and click on the video below to watch Tim and Moby explain the scientific method. So they can click here and it'll take them directly to Brain Pop and they will watch the video. Now remember, for Brain Pop and a lot of the other videos, they have their clever, so they shouldn't have any issues watching Brain Pop. It should automatically log them in. So when they're done with the video, they can go back to the slide and go ahead and click the next. So here, answer the question below. Rewatch the video if you need to, mark the correct answer. So for this question, there's marking tools. So I could pick a marker or I could highlight my answer and pick a color that I want to put it in. Let's say that's my choice, so there's my answer. Maybe I don't want to type it, or maybe I want to type it and I just say, this is the answer. But students have a lot of choices here on how to mark their responses, but on the teacher view, you will be able to see their answers right here. And kind of a wrap up for the day, draw or type 2 things you learned in today's lesson, same thing. They could type it or they can draw it out. After each lesson, they're going to see the stop sign. It says stop here for day 1. You'll start at slide 7 tomorrow. The students do not have to do anything else to this besides X out. The students do not have to do anything to this besides X out. You need to make sure that they know that. When they go in, let's say tomorrow to pick up for lesson 2, it will show and pick up at the same spot that they left off at. So if I X out of here, and I'm done with that for the day, I can go back into week of August 31st, September 3rd, and again, I'm the same student, so I'm going to click into here, open up. Again, today I feel happy. My journey is going to begin shortly, and you'll see that my slide picked up exactly where I left off. So I just know that I stopped here yesterday, so I'm going to go to the next slide. And here I am for day 2. So this is basically Pear Deck and how your kids are going to be navigating through science and social studies for the next 9 weeks. It's really easy to use once you get the hang of it. Now, to see all the student data, I can go in as a teacher. I might be logged in over here. Go to teacher dashboard. Sorry about that. This is what you see as your teacher view. I see that there's one student in, and that's actually me over on this tab. And right here, I can see that there is my response. That was me, my green happy face, and my answer to that question. If I scroll down to the next slide, I can see how I answered this. So hopefully this is manageable for you. Hopefully you like it. If there's anything that you feel that you wanted to add, we had talked before about adding additional resources for kids to use, because remember, these lessons aren't built to fill 35 minutes every single day. Your kids may finish early, or it may take them a little longer. So when I click into science for September, you're going to see, again, week 1, this is our group 1, remember now. Extra, 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 this is optional work that aligns with our weekly goals. Kelly, Jane, and I are not adding additional resources every week. We wanted to leave this open for all of you. Let's say that, for scientific method, you have a really good article that you use, or there's a video that you like to use with your class. Use it, still use it, but add it into the extra, extra, extra folder so we can all see it and use it, because that way it gives you that individual flair to it still. So if there is something that you feel like we're missing on our end and what we've created, you can kind of supplement and give that enrichment into that folder there. All right, so I think that's it. Hopefully I walked through it okay, decent enough. If you have any questions, again, please just ask me, Kelly, or Jane. We're more than happy to help you. And that's it. That's all I have for you. And good luck, everybody, with the next 9 weeks.